We have Needy Girl Overdose. A multi-ending adventure about a girl with quite a need for approval who wants to become the bestest streamer equals internet angel. What? What is this? a streamer? A streamer anime? A streamer? Who wants a streamer anime, man? Not heard of this game at all. Is this just a normal visual novel? What in the Doki Doki? Aha. Is this some analog horror shit? Is this something that you guys would like to see me play? What? Let me decide this based on these trailers then. I know this theme is using classical music a lot, but when I hear this theme, I just think Ava, man.
この世界は狂っている。何百万のファンを熱狂させ、独自の世界観を磨き、常に高みへ登り続けるあなたたちにとっては、私はインターネットエンジェルとして好きに生きているだけだよ。透明なんだ私たち。
Oh, okay.
全部隠さずに生きていく。あなたたちはただ輝いているだけ。いいじゃない。みんな正しいだけじゃ生きられない。どうしても見てほしい。あなたから心配しなくていいよ。
Oh.
一瞬でもいいからその輝きのそばに。
What?
私を呼んで。
What? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, oh no, happy, no, please hit me with the happy song. This is a happy show. This is such a happy show. Oh yeah, let's just, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna come out of this show with all smiles. Oh look, it's a fucking idol show, guys, see? It's a nice happy-go-lucky idol show. Did that bro just fucking die? She got a gun? Okay, I'm so confused now. It's a magical girl anime show story. Why are they fighting? Why? It's an idol concert. She got a gun. She got a gun again. Oh my god. I'm so confused, man. I'm so what am I watching? What on earth am I watching, man? It has overdose in the title, and I feel like I'm overdosing right now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What would you rate yourself on a scale 1 through 10?
A 10.
I'm like
other people
I'm like
agree with
an
that?
8.
I don't care what other people
I feel like I'm an 8.
Confidence is key.
True.
Hey, bro. What would you rate this girl on a scale 1 through 10?
What the f***? I look like a fucking lizard.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I look like a oh man, you think you're fancy? What is that, man? Umbreon, maybe he likes more of the goth girls, okay? The night thing's his thing. Sylveon's way too fancy for him, okay? He doesn't want anything to do with that. What's cracking, guys, and welcome to the big Pokemon Eevee Lord Master 9 gajillion billion with some more Pokemon memes. I have so many here for you guys today. Don't worry, only one video this time. If you guys want to see some more of this, hey, I got this beautiful thing over here, unless it ends tonight. For now, though, let's just get jumping straight into it. Question, what's 9 plus 10 is? It's 21. It's 21? Of course, 21. You're stupid. 21? I love that one so much.
It's 9 plus 10.
I wonder if there actually would be a randomizer that if you actually got into a Pokemon game and you answered some of these questions wrong, you would be punished. Would be kind of interesting. Oh my god, is that a bunch of giant, wacky, rubber inflatable pseudo-woodos attached to a wacky inflatable pseudo-woodo just to show more wacky inflatable pseudo-woodos? How? Why? The dedication is there. That is a lot of them, man. I know that in Pokopia that was given out for the April Fool's joke, but man, that man loves some pseudo-woodos, all I can say. Holy. Made Rainbow Road. What? Rainbow Road. Ain't no way. And actually going around. And there's even lava and stuff. Oh my god. All you need is like items and power-ups to try and get along. It's even above the clouds. It's really clever. You could get a bunch of homies over and race. That's sick. Gonna prank the dad when he gets home. All right, Cynthia's getting out that, and the kids are leaving the house. even Lily's like, what's going on? It's kind of funny that I never knew like where the dad was until I learned he was trapped in the, like, was it the Berry Island? Where you get all the stuff to raise the friendship. He's literally trapped in the berry dimension, never to be seen again. What a sad fate, honestly. The Pokepelago? Yeah, that was it. See, you got it. So this is Pokemon Legends Za in Pokopia. They built the whole tower. They built the entire tower. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. I'm having people living next to rocks, bro. It's so over for me. Take this. You might need it, as it's Ditto Leon and spits out of the freaking Requiem. Okay. Ditto is kind of invincible in Pokopia. He can fall from great heights, take all sorts of damage. He's able to punch his way out of most problems, blocks, and anything. Honestly, I think he might even fare better than Leon. Absorb all the loot pretty easy. I think we should break up. No. Okay. Who's a good girl? Me. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is a relationship and a half. I'm sure some of you want that kind of relationship. I don't. Not me. Nope. I'm good. So have you noticed that Sudowoodo and Ditto share a very similar face? And they're just having a face up. Like, how dare you steal my face? Both of them are trying to, like, pretend to be something else, too, as well. That's kind of funny. I like how that Ditto face has become so iconic now. And boys, hey, if the subathon's over right now, we got 25 seconds on it. What a time to be alive. I'm actually gonna be free. Holy fuck. Dude, am I actually free? Wait, am I actually free? Okay, we got 3 minutes back on the clock. Why Rosa became a Pokemon icon. They drew a lot of fan art of her being with Big Booba. Next question. Honestly, the truth. Honestly, the truth. Someone made Taco Bell in Pokopia. They even got like the modernized building look. They got the menu items up there with the vending. Okay, the drink dispenser. They even got the menu up there as well with the things that you could order. They got the Taco Bell icon. No shot. The things you can order from. Oh, no shot, bro. Why do you love Taco Bell so much that you gotta make a Taco Bell? They're free of corporate, like, enterprises, man. And you want to introduce them back? If Ditto in Pokopia is a different kind of Ditto, the world would be so screwed. I can see there's an angry Gardevoir as it copied. A Gardevoir with some little extra stuff. Even Sprigatito's like, what the heck did you get that from, boy? If Ditto found some extra, you know, just extra magazines and records lying around, which I'm sure there would be plenty of human records of things, he'd probably find some interesting stuff to copy. Quick, act natural. And the default Pokemon pose. The trainer poses that you always see. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really seen people pose like that. Someone is either working for a Rocky, doing JoJo poses or things like that. I don't know why they always in such strange, peculiar poses when they throw those balls. I deserve a little treat, says woman who has never denied herself anything. Yes, noble. I deserve to order another Sonico figure. I deserve to order another Eevee. I deserve it. Let's just get more Eevees. Oh my god, we only have 20 seconds left now, boys. It was nice knowing you guys. It really was nice knowing you. Hey, oh, never mind. We back. Never mind. We're back up. Anonymous back up to 50 fucking minutes. A gaming PC in Pokopia is only 200 bucks. That's because the world has 0 humans. You hear that, guys? In order to solve the economy, we just need to get rid of the humans. No games either. True, we don't have games. That would be an issue. If we don't have the games, that would be a massive issue. How the interiors of all my houses in Pokopia look like. Bed, table, AC though. Man's got some AC, got everything that you need in there. You got the gaming system, you got the food, the AC, bed. That's all the things a man needs. I would be comfortable in that habitat. I'm fine with it. Nothing wrong here. Important announcement. Okay. This is important, guys. Listen. Stealth Fox. Okay. Dang, she big. You just closed the door? I mean, to be fair, when she looking like that, we got like a giant fox lady at my door. I would be kind of terrified too. Brea from Pokemon D&D, not quite. What on earth? They made the Going Merry in Pokemon. Actually freaking did. Even did like the teeth on the thing. Got some cannons on the back. What? Bro, I'm so jealous. The One Piece is actually real. That is so sick, bro. Even got the plants on the back too. More accurate. I'm so jealous. It really is cool. So people really like this one. Gardevoir is real and she's a raging girl kisser. As is that Tomodachi life out there. Okay, that actually is a really good Gardevoir. And great friends. Okay. And Gardevoir has a real passion for women. Okay, man. Okay. I guess you can really do anything you want. I've seen Sonic in that kind of game. I've seen Megatron and Optimus Prime getting it on. I guess skin. Pokemon too. Why not? I already know what Gardevoir isn't a male.
The one for
True,
TV,
actually. Gardevoir can be male. You bring up a good point. This is impersonation. How so?
Oh, I didn't get it.
No! You made a DVD logo? Stop! A Ditto DVD. Actually, that is really sick that you're able to do that. I didn't even think about that. That's so dumb. So Lilligan actually saying, I was quite the tomboy before. Your daughter looks very cool. That's me from 10 years ago. Wait, what? Is there something wrong? Wait, what the heck? Oh, I know there's like, what is it? Hisuian Lilligan that actually gets all limb and limber is like a fighting type. That is
It's gone.
The tomboy Lilligan out there. Can they just change their type? Oh wait, that's why they went extinct. It's because their tomboys don't exist in the future. They're slowly getting phased out. No. Oh Lord, another one of these. That's Mewtwo, guys. Clearly that's Mewtwo. That's Mewtwo. Come on. That is not Rattata. That is not Rattata. Kangaskhan, easy. It's nothing else I could. I was so jumping out. Stop. It's a Cleffa. That was Cleffa. It's easily Cleffa. Dugong. Oh my god, it's all folded up. That's so cursed. Lickitung. Gengar. Jinx. Jinx doesn't do that. What? All right, Hitmonchan. It's got like something weird on its front though. So, something's not right. Oh, it's Doduo. Oh, it's just its heads. It's just the heads. Something about those cursed things just makes me laugh. I like it being kind of stupid and cursed. It's kind of funny to me. Why, hello there. I sensed a visitor, but I wasn't expecting one quite as adorable as you. Yeah, I met her. Why, hello there. I sense the visitor. And okay, and Ditto actually blushing at this one. All right. Yo, that would make me happy too. Hey, yo, the developers knew that people really wanted a Gardevoir in the game. They made her a special encounter. Common Billy W, common Billy W. He's happy he got something there. When you're forced to live in the doghouse, and the poor brat dog, we got a little Billy plushie there, and like, bro, you making me, you gave everyone a house, but I'm still in a doghouse? I mean, I thought dogs were happy to live in a house. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Oh, we got a shipping one here. Okay, so Lebanon and Jasing. And, all right, they're getting some handling. Why should she be doing that all day? I guess things have been going okay lately. Holding hands and stuff would be normal. 6 point... Oh, she's measuring the ring size. Okay, measuring the ring size. Guys, I'm going to confess... When I was going to go get the ring for Ashley in Japan, that day I made it a point to go up to Ashley and like, hey, I held her hand a little bit. I like kind of was like, oh, hey, your hand, let me see it. Oh, our hands are about the same size, I see. Oh yeah, about the same size. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, my finger is about the same way. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. She was none the wiser. Just inspired from the Nihon Bashi store. So this is a Pokemon Center in Pokemon Pocopia. With the Snorlax. I've been in there before. And they got all the artwork on the walls. And then they just got the big plushies and everything everywhere. Brother. This is so accurate, though. They're building Pokemon Centers in Pocopia. What am I doing? You know, I've been teasing this since the subathon. You guys deserve it, okay? You guys deserve it. Let's get this place humid. Yeah. Yeah, all right. I just need to share it. I mean, I like it. I just saying, it's nice. Anyway, that's gonna do it here for our Pokemon Pocopia memes. I'm sure Chino's gonna have a great time editing this. And if you guys have a great time watching this, hey, make sure to check me out. Not here on, yes, here on YouTube and also Twitch. I'm not messing this up. Subscribe.
TV skin.
お疲れ様です。
Look at the TV skin.
大山
Damn.
の隣で横になって少し休まれてはいかがでしょう。
Got a different skin then.
もちろん大山にお体を預けていただいても喜んでお受け止めいたしますよ。
Whatever.
Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be talking about the future of Pokemon Go, taking a look at what we can see, new generations and new kind of gimmick things like Gigantamax and Megas. We'll be probably seeing terrestrialization being introduced into Pokemon Go at some point. People had doubts about Megas being introduced, and here we are with a new generation being introduced into Pokemon Go, and we're approaching Mega Mewtwo for GoFest. More than likely that's where they're going to be releasing it. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about this. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. I do have this shirt, so if it's changing colors, it's because it is going to be doing that from the light and from the heat. Look at that, pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. So we did see some new Megas being introduced here. I'll go ahead and throw that up for you. So we do have the Mega Zygarde. How in the world are they going to introduce that? Isn't that going to be something? That's going to be awesome. And we have Mega Diancie already, and we're going to be seeing that shiny in a while, and then Mega Mewtwo. So we do have a lot of amazing things to look forward to. We did get a little bit of a taste as to how difficult the Mega evolutions, the newer ones for the new raids, are going to be with the Dragonite. And then we do have Mega Heatran, which is amazing, Mega Darkrai. These things are going to be crazy. Mega Mewtwo is going to introduce us to the hardest difficulty sort of thing aside from Gigantamax raids, sort of in just the regular raids. So it's going to be absolutely amazing here. So we got a lot to look forward to. Even this Fairy and Steel type looking awesome. I love the Mega Man gun style hand. It's going to be crazy. And then you have this, which is going to be also introduced at GoFest. Not the Mega quite yet, I don't think. But we do have a lot to look forward to. And again, I know a lot of these things could be difficult or annoying. And obviously glitches involved in you being ripped off because you were not able to take it out. People were not doing what they needed to do. I'll give, Dragonite, for instance, the raid ended. Those things are all bad, but aside from those, if you have the groups, you have the people, the challenges are fun, and the more difficult, the more exciting for me personally, okay? So, we got a lot of these things to look forward to. We don't even know how difficult Mega Mewtwo's going to be. Just wait until we see these other legendaries as well. Things are going to get heated up. We also have subscriptions. You're going to be able to have a Go Plus within your device without actually having to have one physically on you, the hardware. A good enticing way is going to be, maybe it might be a subscription you pay every month, and along with being able to have an auto catcher in your device, you're going to be able to maybe get some items along with it, okay, some Pokeballs. And what would even sweeten the deal even better is if you get Pokeballs, Ultra Balls, and Great Balls, and it allowed you to auto catch with all three of them, which would be something everybody would want, okay? It would not necessarily make the current ones that we have null and void, but if you can auto catch with this device in the phone without having to have somebody mod it for you or do it yourself and potentially mess it up and just forget it or the battery dies in the phone, that's going to be crazy. So, a lot of things are changing as we do go forward here. You can look at it as a money grab. I don't know. We'll see. We don't even know how it's going to be potentially pushed quite yet. So there is that. All right, I'll go ahead and throw this video up here. So taking a look at the Pokedex, we still need a ton. They just announced Gen 10, and it looks whatever. Look, I'm not going to talk on it like it's so horrible, but personally for me, they need to take it back to the Pokemon Pikachu Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee style, or maybe even a lot of this artwork people are putting out there where it's like, red and blue with like a top-down aquarium style look. I can't really describe, I don't know what that art style is, but they just need to kind of bring back the old way with really nice clean graphics, with a long story, with all the regions combined. I mean, come on, just give it to us, okay? They might come out with this RPG, but taking a look at this, there is no end in sight, okay? So you're like, well, sure there is. Once the Megas run out, once the Gigantamaxes run out, well, there's a ton of Dynamax because they can make Dynamax for everything. And I don't think that they're just going to stop here with this new iteration of kind of introducing Megas through DLC. We've entered a new time zone, okay? The rules have changed, all right? And what I mean by the rules have changed is you don't have to introduce new Pokemon per generation anymore. You can do it by DLC, okay? And they're potentially not going to be waiting as long as they would have to introduce new Mega Evolutions. I mean, for crying out loud, the Mega Evolutions were introduced years ago, and now they're bringing them back. And it looks like they might start bringing them in waves with more and more to come. This is simply a guess. We do not know what else they're going to introduce. We have the current ones now, but I could see them adding more as time goes on with this DLC. And with a new game coming out, will they bring a new feature, or are they going to introduce new Pokemon of a particular type, like Gigantamaxes again, or new Terrastalizate? I don't know. Can everything Terrastalize? I don't know. I should do my homework real quick, but I'm not too familiar. All I know is Terrastalization allows Pokemon to get a new type, which could completely change the dynamic of the battle. And no, I don't think it'll be allowed in PvP, maybe for certain points, but for the most part, you're going to be able to use it in just like raids and, whatever, outside of PvP, unless there's like a particular time frame when they allow Megas too. Looking at these Pokedexes here, we got most of these Pokemon, right? And going through it, I'm going to be completely honest with you. A lot of the missing Pokemon that we don't have quite yet, for whatever reason, there's a lot of fish. There's a lot of fish Pokemon. And I'm not particularly excited about all those, so okay, but I'm there's a water one there, a little rock boy, okay? And a lot of these are, I wouldn't say they're going to be breaking the meta, okay? Not even close. Do I think could they be good for PvP? Maybe. But I'm willing to bet the majority of you who are watching this do not PvP. Maybe you did, but you don't anymore. I personally still do my battles every day. So, You asked me to bring. I already told you what's up with the PvP. Now maybe we'll see. But yeah, going down here, you're like, well, they're kind of running out of Pokemon. Well, Gen 10, we don't know how many they're going to introduce. We'll see how all that's going to work. And again, they could bring a new gimmick back with newer Pokemon being introduced, kind of like the Mega Evolutions for the last generation that they did bring. So you never know. As well as also kind of bringing in types of little features like a daycare, where you can have the Pokemon's IVs increased. Maybe so the combat power, and yeah, over time, and you just don't have to spend as much candies. It'll be even better for XL Pokemon because it'll do something like reduce the cost depending upon how much activity you did in the game. It'll be kind of like the Go Pass, except working towards your IVs. Kind of like the bottle cap, except for just another place, and for it to be a little bit more available. Because as of now, the golden bottle cap, silver bottle cap, we've only got one golden, one silver. I think the next golden will be for Go Fest. I really want that electric dragon. It reminds me of a Digimon. And then you have those two goofies, those two fishies looking funny. And then you do have this thing here with the axe on its head. That one's going to be pretty interesting. It has all kinds of types. It's been added to the code. We don't know when it's going to be introduced yet. They're kind of going a little bit off the beat here. They're a little unpredictable lately as to what they're doing. So you never know what we're going to get, right? But as far as the future of Pokemon Go, look, you have the main things right in the front, and then Pokemon is right there in the passenger seat. That's where we're at. It's literally its best friend, okay? It's driving shotgun. And anything that it sees, anything that happens in the main games will come right to Pokemon Go, okay? I can't say every little thing like holding items and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. It's literally the promotion. We are the ads and the previews before the movie, okay? That's what we are. Well, that's what this game is. Girafarig, the ad evolution, I'm really excited for that one. I can't wait. I don't know how it's going to work, that they're going to allow us to evolve it right out the gate. So I'm holding off on powering mine up all the way. Then we do have this bush, another ghost and grass type like Trevenant here. So that one should be pretty interesting. We'll see. It's just another PvP Pokemon. This one I find to be really funny. Look at it. It's a grass type. What's on its head? It goes from grass to a double head. So it's grass and fire. So it goes from wanting money to wanting war and money. Okay, we see that. Wow, look at that. Did you see that in there? Did they do that intentionally? Okay, and then you have literally the dung beetle. Okay. That's where we're headed. Yes, we have ice cream cones and dung beetles, folks. And engines. Okay. There's the engine. There you go. And then you got two dolphins here. Those ones remind me of a Digimon. There's another dolphin Digimon that looks very similar to that because of the eye. Specifically, because obviously they took the shape from a literal dolphin. You know, keeping it going. What is this penguin, folks? You know, I kind of clowned on it before, and somebody tried to like give me a whole paragraph backstory. I'm like, that doesn't explain why it looks so silly, okay? But whatever. Like I said, this is where we're at with Pokemon. 10,000, sure. You know, when the copyright or the whole rights ends to having the property rights, it's going to be crazy. I don't think we'll be alive. So this is when things are going to get juicy. When they start releasing the future and past Pokemon, they've already teased the Great Tusks, as well as the other one. Iron Threads right there. I'm looking forward to all of them, okay? And then you do have the Wu-Chi, you know, all these weird little things in that goldfish. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to translate into Pokemon Go, but I'm sure they're still going to be useful in some way, somehow. And should be pretty fun. So I was wondering, because the future and past Pokemon are extremely strong, right? And I'm just like, their stats are out of this world. How is this gonna work? Mimikyu, they literally gave it a third shield, and then they just don't even allow it in the battle. Yeah, apparently a couple of you told me that it wasn't even written into the code for battling yet. So okay. But it's just crazy to me. Make something, introduce it, don't allow it. Give it some time. So what I think might happen with these future and past Pokemon is they might ban some of them from being even able to be used in PvP because their stats are just ridiculous. For instance, Fluttermane Ghost and Fairy. I don't know what will be able to shut that down in Master League. Tell me, what do you have? Sure, you got a Metagross with Bullet Punch, but the son of a gun with that has Shadow Claw and Ghost moves, who will be hitting it right back. So my point is, I'm just extremely excited. I hope they don't give it the throw it in jail treatment, because these things are going to absolutely shift the meta in a very good way. So it'll be good. We'll have to see. Just like when Zacian was introduced, it allowed a lot of fire types to be utilized at that point, and it was beautiful. Oh, it was so good.
Legendary Pokemon are the strongest Pokemon in Pokemon Go, and usually they cost a lot of money, but you can actually get some for free. So today we're going to go through how to get free legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go, every single method, and what is the best method that you should be using. So let's get right into it. Okay, of course, the most commonly known method to get free legendary Pokemon is by raiding using your daily raid pass. Everybody knows this is the standard way to get them. You can get one free daily raid pass every day in Pokemon Go by going to a gym. There has been seasons in the past, like the Dual Destiny season, where we get 2 daily raid passes every single day, so definitely take advantage of those when those come out. I'll update here on the channel when that is. Nonetheless, with one free daily raid pass, you can get a free legendary every single day. Now, the best way to take advantage of this is to join campfire groups and look for campfire meetups, and that's where you're going to be able to find the most amount of people to help you take down these legendaries. Because to catch a legendary from a raid, you do need to defeat it first. So download Campfire, you can go to meetups, and you can find different local meetups where people will be meeting up and playing Pokemon Go together, making it easier to take down raids. Meetups like Raid Hour usually have a bunch of people excited and ready to raid, and that's a great time to use your free daily raid pass. You can also actually hold on to a free daily raid pass until the next day, so let's say the day before Raid Hour. When you go to Raid Hour, you can use that daily raid pass, and you can spin to get another one for that day, making you do 2 raids in 1 raid hour. But surprisingly, that's actually not the best way to take advantage of raids. Raid day events is actually the better way. Raid day events, I'll update here on the channel when they are events that usually last from 2 to 5 p.m. featuring 1 raid boss. And the event bonuses during the raid bays are usually 5 free daily raid passes during the event window. Not all raid days are going to include a legendary Pokemon, but sometimes they do, and this is a great opportunity to get a bunch of free legendaries. Again, following the same strategy, looking for campfire meetups is where you'll find people to help you take down these raids. There's usually a shiny boost as well, making it very, very easy to get a shiny legendary during these raid days. Same strategy does follow as well. You can actually
Shiny encounter. 1 in 200, 1 in 500. Limited research.
very, very easy to get a shiny legendary during these raid days. Same strategy does follow as well. You can actually save a raid pass the day before the raid day, so you can have 6 daily raid passes on the raid day. Now, you know we talked about meetups on Campfire, but there's specific types of meetups with a little star in the corner called Community Ambassador meetups. And there's a way to get free raid passes from attending these meetups. If you attend a Community Ambassador meetup, that is a raid-focused meetup, whether that's a raid hour or raid day. When you check into this meetup and you go to the meetup, you will get a free timed research. This timed research at the end will get you 1 premium battle pass. So you will get a raid pass for completely free for just attending this meetup and completing the timed research. You can get free premium battle passes. This is a great opportunity for end of season Go Battle League rewards. Depending on what rank you end in the Go Battle League, at the end of the season, when you claim your end of season rewards, you can get free premium battle passes. This is a great opportunity to get your rank up in PvP, because at the end of the season, you can get some free passes to take on legendaries. Also, if you're extremely lucky, from your 7-day research breakthrough box, Stamp, on the 7th day, you can get a free remote raid pass. I've never had this happen to myself, but Niantic does advertise this as a possibility. So if you want a free remote raid pass, go ahead and make sure you get your stamps every single day. Finally, by doing your daily free Pokecoins and collecting them from gyms, of course, you can just buy battle passes. It's technically free because you got the coins for free. Every single day, you can get 50 coins from defending gyms. That's going to be for having a Pokemon in gyms for 8 hours and getting knocked out. Or 8 hours and 20 minutes to be exact. Remember, there is a cap of 50 coins, so if all your Pokemon get knocked out on the same day, you'll only get 50 coins. The best strategy is to actually find a person in your local area you can talk to and communicate with and say, hey, I'm gonna drop my Pokemon in for 8 hours and 20 minutes, knock me out, you can go in, I'll do the same back and forth, and that's how you maximize your 50 coins. Every single week, if you get your 50 coins every day, that's 350 free Pokecoins, which is enough to purchase 4 premium battle passes from the shop, 1 bundle of 3, and 1 single pass. You can get 4 extra passes every single week if you do this. You can even save the money so you can take advantage of the 250 deal by saving your coins for later weeks. Nonetheless, get your free coins. Of course, those can be translated into passes. But what if you don't want to do raids? What is another method to get free legendaries? And this is one of the most underutilized features for free legendaries, and that's going to be rank 20 in PvP. PvP has some good rewards, and if you hit rank 20 legendaries, and that's going to be rank 20 in PvP. PvP He has some good rewards, and if you hit rank 20 or higher in the Go Battle League season, you will have a chance to encounter the current legendary or mythical that is currently in raids. From the reward track, you need to win 3 battles to get a Pokemon encounter, and there's about a 2% chance, people are saying, to get a legendary Pokemon encounter. Now, we're not sure if it's a 2% is confirmed because Niantic have never released these numbers. It used to be a lot higher, they've dropped it recently, but you can get legendary encounters, you can get shiny legendaries as well from these encounters. The legendary Pokemon also cannot run in GBL, which is amazing, so you're guaranteed to catch the Pokemon once you encounter it. So remember, try to hit rank 20 or higher and try to win 3 battles out of every 5 sets so you can have that chance at that legendary encounter.
Okay, guys, heads up. The merch is here. Yes, we are finally dropping merch, but only from April 19th to May 3rd for a pre-order. After that, it's gone. We've got 2 clean colorways, the big
on your side, Giovanni is where you need to look, because once you defeat Giovanni, you will have a chance to encounter a free Shadow Legendary Pokemon. Now, every 3 to 4 months, Niantic drops a new Shadow Pokemon for Giovanni, and they introduce a new special research that allows you to claim a Super Rocket Radar, which you need to battle Giovanni. This is usually all featured during the Team Go Rocket event. On screen, I'm going to put a list of all of the Team Go Rocket researches from the past. So if you have any of these can get you a Super Rocket Radar, which you can then go ahead and equip and find Giovanni in balloons or at Pokestops. Once you defeat Giovanni, you will have the chance to catch the current Shadow Legendary. At the time of this video, I don't know what Shadow Legendary you might have. I think for me right now it's Shadow Palkia, but I could technically get a free legendary encounter by defeating Giovanni. Of course, it's a Shadow Legendary, it's going to be a lot lower CP, and you have to power it up a bunch, but it is still free. But what if you want to find them in the wild? Well, there is actually rare wild spawn encounters in Pokemon Go that you can find right now. The Lake Guardians, Uxie, Mesper, and Azelf are the only legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go that can be encountered in the wild, and they're extremely rare. It's said that there's only like 16 of each in the world at a certain point, which is just crazy. These are region locked, so Uxie only spawns in Asia and the Oceania region, Mesper only spawns in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, and Azelf only spawns in North and South America. They do also tend to spawn near lakes because they are the Lake Guardians, so if you're looking for them, look for them through or near bodies of water. There's actually a new feature in Pokemon Go to make it easier to hunt these Pokemon. If you come to your Pokedex, come to the Sinnoh Pokedex, scroll down and find these Pokemon, you can now actually come in and put on an alert. This means if any of them spawn near you, the game will alert and notify you that they are nearby. So if you want to catch these Pokemon in the wild, definitely alert them. Make sure you alert the one in your area. These Pokemon are extremely rare. I've actually had a couple on my nearby before, but I haven't really been able to go get them. But if you ever caught one in the wild, let me know in the comment section below. Now, some of you guys might be like, I've already caught so many of those in the wild. And that's because you probably played one of the past tour events. We've had 3 tour events where wild legendary Pokemon have been available for completely free. Starting with the Johto Tour, you can encounter the Johto Beast. The Hoenn Tour, you can encounter the Eon Duo. And the Sinnoh Tour, you can encounter the Lake Guardians in the wild, which all could be shiny. Unfortunately, the Unova Tour this year didn't have any wild legendaries, which sucked, but hopefully next year during the Kalos Tour, we end up getting some wild legendary Pokemon. It would be cool as well in the future if Niantic dropped them during GoFest, where you could find wild legendaries during GoFest. Stay tuned to the channel here, I'll update you when you can find wild legendaries. Now, do you want to catch a Mewtwo? Well, you can at any time in Pokemon Go. And that's because there is a special research that you can go ahead and complete to get you encounter with Mewtwo. Once you start increasing your account above level 40, you're going to get special researches depending on what level you're at. Level 43, you'll get one, 45, 48, and level 50, you will get one. The level 50 challenge does take some time to complete. However, the final reward at the end is an encounter with Mewtwo, which can be shiny. This is a really, really cool encounter with Mewtwo because it is very exclusive, it is hard to get, and if you've never caught a Mewtwo in raids, this is the #1 way to get it. But there's also other special researches that can get you free mythicals and legendary Pokemon. Specifically, we have the Mythical Discovery, which unlocks at level 15 and will get you an encounter with Mew. A Ripple in Time will get you an encounter with Celebi, and you'll get it once you complete a Mythical Discovery. Let's Go Melton can get you a Melton, which is technically a mythical Pokemon. It will unlock after you get the gold medal for the Kanto Dex. 1,000-Year Slumber will get you a Jirachi encounter, which will unlock once you complete a Ripple in Time. Investigate Mysterious Energy will get you a Victini encounter, unlocks after completing part 5 of 1,000-Year Slumber. Finding Your Voice will get you a Meloetta encounter. Grass and Gratitude will get you a Shaman encounter. From A to Zygarde will get you a 10% form Zygarde encounter, and Glitz and Glam will get you a Diancie encounter. These Pokemon are caught or available at any point. Every account gets one encounter with all of these mythical Pokemon. So if you haven't completed these researches, make sure you do. Let me know how your IVs end up being. Now, my favorite legendary Pokemon to hunt in Pokemon Go for completely free are the Galarian birds, and that's through daily adventure incense. Activate a daily adventure incense, and at any point during, you can get a spawn of a Galarian Articuno, Galarian Zapdos, or Galarian Moltres, which they all can be shiny. These Pokemon are extremely rare, extremely hard to catch as well. If you want to learn more about the best way to get these legendary Pokemon, watch my video on the full guide to Galarian birds. Definitely cool legendaries to get for completely free. Finally, subscribe to the channel here because event-timed research sometimes does drop where you can get completely free legendaries. Usually leading up to Go Tours or Go Fests and all that stuff, Niantic tend to host in-game events which include like mini raid hours every single day for different 5-star raid bosses that swap daily. And during this week, there's always a free timed research that can get you encounters with legendary Pokemon for free. Now, in the past, these researches do require you to do a bunch of raids, so you're gonna have to take advantage of those strategies we talked about earlier. But for example, during the Go Tour, the whole week leading up to it, there was a bunch of raids and there was a bunch of encounters with things like Terrakion, you know, Landorus, all that stuff from a free timed research. So if you go ahead and maximize on your raid passes, take advantage of doing as many raids as you can to complete this free timed research, you can get a bunch of encounters with free legendary Pokemon. Again, subscribe to the channel here and watch all my tips videos because I'll update you when that research does drop. Guys, watch the other 2 videos on the screen. If you learned something from this one, you'll enjoy those ones as well. Follow for more tips. Peace.
Oh, the Eevee on the roof. I don't know why they hang out on roofs, but they do in this game. All right, hopefully first catch. Well, that's expected, you know, it's Eevee. No, Eevee. I know you maybe not wanted to get caught, but you didn't have to jump off the roof, Eevee. Anyway, what's cracking, guys? And welcome to some more Pokemon memes. I am the Eevee Overlord himself, Noble of Lost Paws. I have a lot of new Pokemon memes. Like, I'm overrun with so many. So this is gonna be a spicy one. So let's just get straight into it, yeah? Did you see it? It was a show, so maybe it was a Kiro. There he is. Oh, I don't know what he's looking at though. Just shit rocks at his face. Yeah, like, man, he's like trying to pose up and he just gets rocks in his face. Oh man, oh man. Oh my, even dug under his butt. Oh God. Oh yeah, he's done. They took him out. What can you do, man? You try to pose with the cool guys and they just don't like you that much. It would be cool if there was like a way to pacify them, not necessarily make them easier to catch, but just pacify them so you can take photos and maybe do some things in the area. I think that would be cool. When you like a Pokemon trainer's outfit, then you notice their shoes. Well, that's, I mean, that's not the worst. Okay, that's like a turtle shell. Okay, Irida's is kind of bad, yeah. I mean, some of them aren't that bad. Some of those just want to knows. What are those? Some of them are kind of silly, yeah. But if the first thing you're doing is looking at a Pokemon trainer's feet, there's something wrong with you. Wow, thanks for the funny rocks, Zygarde. I feel like I promised someone I should say something if I saw Zygarde, but I can't remember, so it's probably not that important. Yeah, we probably should have talked to her something, right? But nah, it's not a big deal. I mean, it all worked out at the end of the game, right? Zygarde was such like a troll, though. He really was just a troll until the end of the game, man. Oh, yeah.
You've been going about this all wrong. So if you've been oiling your scalp every night and not putting water on it, you're not moisturizing your hair properly. Let me put you on. The only way to really moisturize your scalp is with water or a water-based product. Here's what I like to do. I like to grab some water, take your favorite leave-in conditioner, a little scoop, put it inside my bottle, shake, spray it on your scalp. Now you grab your oil. This is going to seal in the moisture. Rub it in, and that's how you moisturize your hair. You're welcome. Bye. You've been going about this all wrong. So if you've been oiling your scalp every night and not putting water on it, you're not moisturizing your hair properly. Let me put you on. The only way to really moisturize your scalp is with water.
Does your scalp need hydration? This milky serum has been helping my dry scalp. It can be applied directly to your scalp, but as you can see, I prefer to use my hands to gently massage it in. Skincare on your head is important too. Does your scalp need hydration? This milky serum has been helping my dry scalp. It can be applied directly to your scalp, but as you...
I finally found products that got rid of my dry scalp, so I'm really excited to show you. I had honestly tested so many products and nothing was working out until a few weeks ago I tried the Moroccanoil Dry Scalp Treatment and Kerastase Symbiote Scalp Serum. These two products have completely gotten rid of my dry scalp, so here's what you do. Before washing your hair, apply the Moroccanoil Dry Scalp Treatment all over your scalp and massage it in for 5 minutes. Then wash your hair as you normally do, and once you're out of the shower, apply the Kerastase serum all over your scalp. I use about 2 droppers, and again, massage the serum in for 2 minutes, and that's pretty much all. Let me know if you guys try it out and if it works for you as well. I would love to see your before and afters. I finally found products that got rid of my dry scalp, so I'm really excited to show you. I had honestly tested so many products and nothing was working out until a few weeks ago I tried the Moroccanoil Dry Scalp Treatment and Kerastase Symbiote Scalp Serum. These two products
Ha ha ha. Time to. Ha ha ha. Okay.
As a trichologist, I will rank 12 of the most popular hair growth serums on the market. First things first, hello, thank you so much if you have subscribed recently. The growth on this channel has been absolutely crazy and I do not take that lightly, so thank you so much. If you're brand new, hi, I'm Jessica, aka Under the Dryer. I'm a trichologist and that basically means I'm trained in the science of hair and scalp health. Volume or patches are looking sparse, a growth serum is probably what you'd be looking at. The second type is a anti-shed hair serum. This isn't going to grow anything new, it's going to stop the hair you already have from falling out too soon. So if your hair is coming out in the shower, or it's collecting on your pillow, or it's filling up on your comb, that is an anti-shed problem. The simplest way to remember it is that growth serums push new hair out and anti-shed serums keep existing hair in. So if you're shedding and you bought a growth serum, you may be treating it the wrong way. But before I get into the nitty-gritty of explaining ingredients that are commonly found in serums and then moving into the ranking, I do want to be really clear on one thing because I think it's really important. I am a trichologist, I am talking to you for a screen. Lived experience is really important. Please don't take it personal if I sit here and rank one serum or one product lower than what you think it should be because you've used it and it worked well for you. I am not going to stop you from using it. And I don't want you to stop using it because your lived experience is more important than what I am about to say. Really and truly. If it works for you, it works for me. So I just wanted to get that out of the way as a little bit of a disclaimer. And it's one of the most researched ones in this category. Every single hair on your head has a tiny sleeve of collagen wrapped around the root. Collagen is a protein that your body makes naturally. It's the thinning, when your hair gets thinner and thinner in certain areas. So Capixil does 2 jobs. It makes the root stronger and Onamine keeps DHT blockers. Nothing's more like a scalp soothing product than something that's seriously going to grow your hair, in my opinion. If your scalp is a bit dry and irritated and you want something that might gently help or help target mild thinning, then the Whey Scalp Serum might be the one for you. But compared to everything above it in this ranking list, the growth actives are at a lower concentration. Now, B tier, and there's 3 products here. The Vegamore Grow Plus Advanced. Now, this has a solid ingredient list. There is capixyl, caffeine, turmeric extract, which has anti-inflammatory properties, plus their own proprietary plant blend. My issue here is the price. It's £78 for a 30-day bottle. Yeah, I said it. It's £70 for a 30-day bottle. I haven't seen enough data around it. Maybe someone can point me in the right direction if you've come across something. It's good stuff in a bottle, but you're paying a lot for it and basically taking their word for it. Next is the Sacred Restoring Hair and Edge Drops. Now, before I get into this, first of all, Beyonce and team, thank you for creating this product. Thank you for creating this product. It's an incredible product. It was actually the first scalp serum that I used. I got introduced to the world of hair growth serums through the Sacred Serum. So thank you. And I think it did a lot for especially women and people with textured hair to enter into the scalp serum world. I felt like this product is a great entry point to just test what that could be for you. This one uses a peptide part of capixyl, the bit that strengthens the root, plus fermented keratin, which is basically a processed form of protein that hair is actually made of. And it's specifically designed for your edges and hairline. So if your hairline is thinning from things like braids, wigs, tight ponytails, this could actually come in clutch for you. And it's built specifically for that. So I genuinely love the purpose that this product is built for. This ingredient list, I must admit, is narrower than the others, hence why it's on this level. But the focus is intentional. It knows what it's for, so I've got to give it its flowers. This is a great serum. And I'm actually on a subscription for this for every 2 months. So yeah, I am happy with this serum. I actually think mine is empty. Yeah, so I hope my bottle will come in soon because yeah, I definitely use it. Next is the Brigio Destined for Density Mega Strength Plus. The standout ingredient in this serum is copper peptides, if you remember that I mentioned earlier, which are tiny proteins that seem to help dormant follicles kind of switch back.
Does it have methanol? Lots of these have methanol. Where is it?
There's also caffeine for blood flow, niacinamide for scalp health, and CoQ10, which is basically an antioxidant, something that protects from cell damage. Copper peptides are a really exciting ingredient for me, but because it's still quite new, the research is still building around it, and it's kind of a bet to see where the science is heading. So I'm keeping an eye out for it, and we'll see where we get to. Okay, let's move up to A tier. This one surprised me. This next serum, the Root Serum, was created
I want to clean my house.
Oh god, my reflex click.
Ingredient for me, but because it's still quite new, the research is still building around it, and it's kind of a bet to see where the science is heading. So I'm keeping an eye out for it, and we'll see where we get to. Okay, let's move up to A tier. This one surprised me. This next serum, the Root Serum, was created by a UK brand made by a dermatologist called Dr. Amna Adele. There is 16 active ingredients. Yes, you heard me say that correctly. That's the most that any product has on this table and in this video. It's got capixo, saw pimento, which is basically a plant that also blocks DHT, caffeine, niacinamide, and salicylic acid, which is a great gentle exfoliant which kind of keeps the scalp clear of buildup. It's fragrance free and it's £55. The only thing that's keeping it from the top is that it's just a bit of a newer brand. I personally would love to try it and give it a go and track the results and see what we're working with. But I'm keeping my eye on this one. I think it's going to be a strong contender very, very soon. The best growth serum that I found is the cheapest on the entire table. The smallest bottle is under £15. And it's the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for Hair Density. It contains 5 different complexes. Capixyl, which we talked about, Redensyl, which kind of targets the stem cells in your hair follicles, Procapil, which supports follicle anchoring, plus Bicapil, and anagen, which both help to extend the growth phase. I have not found another product that basically packs this many researched growth ingredients into one bottle at this price tag. So if you're going to try one serum from the growth list, I would actually recommend starting off with this just because it's affordable and is packed with so many ingredients. Especially from a pure ingredients for your money perspective, I feel like this is the one, and that is why I have ranked it as S tier. Okay, now let's do the anti-shed serum side. What you'll see on the screen for each product now is we'll start to rank up against the growth serums with the anti-shed. Anti-shed serums are the ones that are designed to stop your hair from falling out too early. Do you remember Amanexil, the ingredient that I spoke about that keeps the collagen sleeve around your hair root shaft? All 3 products in this category use it. And you've got all 3 made by L'Oreal. So the question is, does paying more actually get you more? In C tier, we have the L'Oreal Elvive Growth Booster. Now, this is your starting point in my opinion. It's Amanexil at 1.5%. There's niacinamide, ginger extract, and pyroxytonolamine. The active ingredient that actually stops hair shedding is here at the right strength. Everything else around it is just a little bit more simpler than the more expensive options that I'm about to mention. However, if you want to try Amanexil and you don't want to spend a lot, I think this does the job honestly. And I've also seen some good reviews online, so I would say just give it a go. Here is the Kerastase Genesis Serum. Now, I have used and abused this bottle, so I'm not giving you a close-up of this, I'll be real. So it still also has Amanexil at 1.5% strength. But Kerastase wraps the Amanexil in a much stronger package. They've added caffeine for blood flow, ginger extract. It also comes in ampoules, which are basically individual single-use capsules, which is designed for a 6-week intensive routine. The question you're probably wondering, is this 5 times better than Elvive? Not really. But the delivery system and supporting ingredients are noticeably stronger. Now for S tier for anti-shed, I would say that the Vichy Decros Amanexil Clinical 5 Serum is the one. This is the one with the best evidence behind it, and that's what put it at the top for me. There's a large clinical study here of about 500 people where dermatologists evaluated the results, and 87% showed improvement after about 12 weeks, which is really good. Amanexil plus arginine, which is basically an amino acid that improves blood flow. There's also niacinamide, caffeine, pyroxytonolamine, and Vichy mineralizing water. Arguably, it's the most complete formula out of the 3 L'Oreal Amanexil serums. If shedding is your main concern and you want the product with the most research behind it, then I would argue that that is the product for you. Quick note, alcohol denat is actually the second ingredient in all 3 Amanexil serums too. It's not just Pantene. That difference is that these 3 actually have a clinically researched active doing real work alongside it, and Pantene doesn't. So hopefully now you can see a pattern. The growth side and the anti-shed side of hair growth serums are completely different products solving completely different problems, and Pantene doesn't. Clinically researched active doing real work alongside it, and Pantene doesn't. So hopefully now you can see a pattern. The growth side and the anti-shed side of hair growth serums are completely different products solving completely different problems, and in both categories the most expensive product isn't even the one that won. So which serum should you actually get? Let's make this as simple as possible. If your main issue is hair shedding, hair coming out the shower, on the pillow, in your comb, you want an anti-shed serum with Amanexil. Vichy Decros if you want the one with the most evidence. L'Oreal Elvive if money is tight. They both have the same core ingredient. If your main issue is thinning or losing density, you want a growth serum with capixyl or peptide complexes. The Ordinary is the best value in a long way. Sacred if your problem is specifically your edges. If you're dealing with both shedding and thinning, you can use one of each. So you could use the growth serum at night and the anti-shed in the morning. They essentially do different things, so they will work together, not against each other. If it's hereditary thinning though, I have to be really honest with you here. Those serums can help slow, but they won't reverse it completely. For actual regrowth for hereditary hair loss, you need to speak to a medical professional or your dermatologist about minoxidil, which is the only clinically approved treatment, and I broke this down in the ranking hair growth methods video. If you wear locks or you wear protective styles, I would actually say that all of these go on your scalp, not your hair. So they kind of work whatever your style. So just pick water-based formulas so they don't leave residue in your locks. So that's the Ordinary, Root, Sacred. They are all water-based. None of those cause a dread shed. So the initial hair loss phase that you sometimes hear with minoxidil, that doesn't happen here because they just don't do that. But if you give it 3 to 4 months, that's how long one full hair growth cycle takes. And I just want to stress that none of these are approved medical treatments. They are cosmetic products, and that is worth knowing before you buy it. The hair care market makes this more confusing than it needs to be. But once you know what's inside the bottle and what it's supposed to do, the decision hopefully gets a lot easier. Work out what your hair actually needs.
Dr. Dre said, "Nothing, you idiot. Dr. Dre's dead, locked up in my basement. Women out, Eminem."
Well, hey guys, it's time for us to discuss the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum for hair density. Hair loss and hair thinning, really common issues affecting both men and women, and it's incredibly distressing to go through. When you have something that's common and distressing, that opens the window of opportunity to sell, sell, sell. Now that's not to say that everything on the market for hair loss and hair density is a complete waste of your money, a gimmick, but in this video we're going to talk about the ingredients in this product, what they may or may not offer you, so that as a consumer you can exercise discretion before plunking down your hard-earned money on something that may or may not help you in any way, shape, or form. One of the most common types of hair loss is androgenetic alopecia. Now I have a lot of videos on my channel in the hair Q&A playlist all about this condition and various treatments for it, so check those out if this is something you are coping with. Androgenetic alopecia is progressive miniaturization of the hair follicle. So basically the follicle converts from a terminal hair to a vellus hair, aka peach fuzz. This is a androgen dependent process. Androgens are hormones that both men and women have. Testosterone. Testosterone gets converted to something called dihydrotestosterone, a more potent form of testosterone, by the enzyme 5-alpha reductase. Dihydrotestosterone binds to receptors in the hair follicle, changing around gene expression, ultimately resulting in that hair follicle converting to a vellus hair. Now, there are a lot of treatments for androgenetic alopecia to slow it down, prevent further loss of the hair, including the FDA-approved topical medication minoxidil, and for men, the FDA-approved treatment finasteride. Off-label, there are other treatments like oral minoxidil, platelet-rich plasma, spironolactone, low-level laser therapy, and once the hair loss has gotten to a point where it's quite extensive, you may or may not be a candidate for a hair transplant. These are all things that are costly, they take a lot of time and effort, they have side effects, things that people may be wanting to avoid, they may be interested in something to supplement the hair loss journey. Now, this product has a variety of trademarked ingredients. Starting out, Redensyl. This is actually several botanic-derived ingredients. It includes dihydroquercetin glucoside and epigallocatechin gallate glucoside. These are polyphenols that allegedly will target fibroblasts and hopefully help to stimulate hair regrowth. And it also contains glycine and zinc, which are required for metabolism of the hair cells. Now, I pointed this out in videos before, but the cells that grow your hair, they're some of the most rapidly dividing cells in the body. They have a high metabolic demand. Then there is Procapital, another trademark ingredient. There's actually multiple different ingredients. Oleanolic acid, which comes from olive leaves, allegedly inhibits 5-alpha reductase. I believe that is mostly based on in vitro studies, meaning cells on a dish, not actually in humans. Apigenin is a flavonoid that's extracted from citrus fruits, and it shows promise for helping to dilate blood vessels. Now, this is going to be helpful in theory for hair density and hair regrowth because it's going to hopefully bring in better blood flow to the scalp, to the follicles, to nourish them and provide them with growth factors necessary to grow healthy hair. Procapil also has a peptide which consists of 3 amino acids, glycine, histidine, and lysine. This peptide shows promise for supporting the metabolic needs of the hair cells. Capixyl is a trademark ingredient. It's actually a biomimetic peptide, acetyl tetrapeptide 3, combined with red clover extract, which is a botanic ingredient that is an isoflavone plant estrogen. So the manufacturer of this peptide has done some ex vivo tests. What is an ex vivo test? They take hair follicles from the human scalp, remove them, put them in the dish, and do studies on them. Not quite the same as in vivo, but a little bit more realistic in comparison to just cells in a dish. Their studies suggest that this peptide, in combination with red clover extract, increases collagen production, providing better extracellular matrix integrity. This is going to be important for, in theory, improving better follicle anchoring. Bicapil. This is another trademark ingredient. It's actually a combination of Scutellaria bicalensis, otherwise known as Chinese skullcap, soy, and wheat proteins. The maker of this peptide claims that it stimulates hair growth, increases hair density, and decreases hair loss. This particular trademark ingredient also has gluconolactone and lactic acid, which are ingredients that can be very moisturizing and hydrating, and in theory may actually help in enhancing the penetration of this ingredient. Anagain is another ingredient. Anagain sounds like something that a bodybuilder might abuse to put on muscle mass. Based on the sprouts of organic peas, the claim here is that it's going to decrease hair loss by stimulating cells in what is called the dermal papilla to regrow the hair, essentially. But the way they back up that claim is based on studies that they have done on plucked hairs that they did what's called a DNA microarray on. So whether or not it actually ends up leading to decrease in hair loss in you, I would say the main ingredient in this serum that shows the most promise, in my opinion, is the caffeine. They call it high solubility caffeine. Now, caffeine, there is some research to suggest that it may actually be pretty effective for helping improve hair density. One of the main issues with any ingredient in these types of serums is like, how likely is it to get into the hair follicle down to where it needs to be? Caffeine actually has pretty good penetration into the hair follicle. And there is evidence to support that caffeine applied to the scalp may actually counteract the negative impacts of testosterone on the hair follicle. In vivo studies, meaning actual people, show that it actually has immediate follicular availability, so it penetrates into the hair follicle pretty readily. In addition to the follicular route, though, it also shows transdermal penetration. And
Welcome to 5 People Try, where 5 people try one product to see if it's right for you. Today we are trying the Kerastase Nutritive Nutri Supplement Scalp Serum.
Everyone in beauty is talking about scalps, and there's now lots of serums coming onto the market that are targeted for your scalp concerns, because great hair starts with a great scalp. Put that on a t-shirt. Gosh.
Kerastase is an iconic hair care brand. They're very luxe, very Parisian. I would say it's a little bit on the more expensive side. It does give you like a salon feel, like the luxury aspect of it. We get lots of inquiries about all the ranges, shampoo, conditioner, and especially the scalp serums.
So I'm quite obsessed.
I've used 2 scalp serums. They're Genesis and Specific. I love them. I love them so much.
This product is a scalp serum that is meant for dry scalps, to essentially hydrate and nourish the skin of your scalp. This one has a blend of vitamins and niacinamide,
which would be good if you have an irritated or itchy scalp. Basically like nurturing the grass for growth and like healthiness.
So just like I might add like an HA to my skincare if I'm feeling quite dry, you can do the same thing with your scalp.
Wash my hair, let it air dry for a little bit, and then I'll go in with a little drop. I would literally just like do this and like put it through my hair.
3 to 5 drops on my fingers, and then just work that through my scalp.
It was really nice to put it in and massage and have that, 5 minutes to myself. Something else I would also use in conjunction with it. This is the 8 Hour Magic Night Serum. So this is for the scalp and this is for the hair. It's very bougie and very extra, but I love it and it's worth it. Yeah, it feels really nice. Like, it's a really lightweight formula. It's not greasy. You don't need too much of it as well, I'd say.
So my scalp felt really fresh. It felt hydrated. It smelled really nice too. It's not florally. I don't know. Comforting.
like super watery, super hydrating. It smells amazing. It smells like citrusy.
It's a lot thinner than the other serums. This is a lot milkier. If you're concerned about serums weighing your hair down, it will actually sit nicer on your scalp.
I was concerned because I have fairly oily hair that it was going to make my hair really oily and sticky and hard to work with the next morning. But I applied it last night with this hair, guys. So you tell me.
It definitely doesn't.
So when we got the products in, I made everyone in the office that day give it a go, and they really liked it too.
On their dry hair?
Yeah, on their dry hair. I was like, give me a head.
So far, I've definitely seen more hydration. I have suffered from bad sunburns in my hairline. I can feel my recently burned scalp being moisturized and less flaky.
I love to pull my hair back in a slick low bun. My scalp could get really sensitive, and since I've been using this, I haven't been noticing that same like almost tight feeling, like my scalp's feeling very nourished.
I've been using scalp serums for quite a while now, and I can go a week without washing my hair. I feel like it's because my scalp is now healthier, like it's more cared for. I'm not just like washing all the nutrients away from it and like leaving it high and dry.
For me, the results personally wasn't anything quite noticeable, like so I couldn't pinpoint between using the hair serum and my normal hair care routine.
Look, I probably haven't used it long enough to say that I can see like a real big difference. I noticed that cooling effect, which is what I've been seeking, and I think if you've got a dry scalp, you're going to want a product that gives that instant sense of calm to the scalp.
Consistency is key though, like you can't just use it once and expect the world. But yeah, big fan.
So my hair type is oily and I've got very thin, fine hair. I loved it. It really nourished my scalp without making it oily. I've got really like thick, coarse, like curly hair, and it needs a lot of hydration. This was a good indication it wasn't going to work because it didn't leave my hair oily. Like I almost need that like to be like, okay, it's soaking, it feels moist, it feels wet. Like when I like scrunch it, having curly hair, I just need something like really thick to like coat my hair and give it all the moisture.
I don't think this one's the best suited for my hair type. I know the specific is better for me. I think this one's better for dry scalps.
It is $91. You get a hefty bottle for 90 milliliters. I mean, each dosage is about $1, so I think it's worth it for sure.
I do think the Scalp Nutritive Serum is worth it. You kind of have to pick the right one for you based on your needs to make it worthwhile.
I would not buy this one. My big things at the moment is anti-dandruff, and the new Symbio's anti-dandruff. I will spend money on that because that is really addressing my scalp concerns at the moment.
I can only speak from my experience. So if you do have either really curly hair or really, really thick hair, it's probably not going to get you the results that you're after or that it can give for people that have different type of hair. So yeah, unfortunately I wouldn't be buying it. I love it. I think it's worth it. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of 5 People Try, click here. This smells so good. It smells like it's, you know, 8 o'clock on a cold night and you've had the shower. Every inch of you is like moisturized and scrubbed, and you do this and it's clean and it's fresh and it's a little bit warm, it's a little bit sultry, and then you put it on and you put a face mask on and you like are reading before bed. It's like self-care, that's what this is.
Every brand seems to have one. An overnight serum that promises to hydrate, repair, and nourish your hair while you're sleeping. But do they actually work? Or are you just gonna wake up desperate to wash your hair and your pillowcase? I tested 5 different overnight hair serums from budget friendly to high end to help you work out, is this a hair care trend worth trying? In this video, I'm sharing how these overnight hair serums actually performed. From the ones that you could pick up in Boots or Target, to the high-end versions that claim up to 98%.
Welcome to 5 People Try, where 5
What's this?
It is me, Emma, your favorite hairdresser here at Adore Beauty, and we're going to be simplifying the whole Kerastase range so it's easier for you to understand and pick which range would be best for you. So let's chat a little bit about Kerastase. So Kerastase was made in 1964 in France. It is a luxury hair care brand that is sold in salon and also here at Adore Beauty. Kerastase is a cult brand. It has been around for a long time. I think people love it so much because on each of the products it says what it does, and then when you use it, it does what it says. They are high performing, high quality products with high quality ingredients. They actually have a lot of technology and research behind all of their products because they put thousands. So a lot of the inquiries that we get via Adore Beauty get confused about what the products are. What is Ban? What is fondant? It's in French. It can be very confusing. So Ban or Bane is your shampoo. Fondant or fondant is your conditioner, and then we have the masks, which are just a heavier version of a conditioner, the thermiques, which are your heat protectors, your leave-in conditioners. They have also come out recently with new hair serums, and they also have hair oils as well. So as you can see here, there are a lot of colors going on, and so each color corresponds to the certain concern that you may have with your hair. Okay, so jumping straight in, we're going to be talking about the Genesis range. So Genesis is for thinning hair. It is designed for hair fall. This helps create a healthier environment on your scalp so that your hair can grow longer and healthier. It also helps to fortify the hair from root to tip to help stop breakage. It is a very lightweight range. It has 2 different shampoos for 2 different hair types. So if you have fine hair, you'd use the Hydra, and if you have thick hair, you would use the Nutri. They also have a thermique, which has similar ingredients in it to help fortify your hair whilst you're blow drying. The Genesis range also has a men's range, and that's called Homme. So this range is very similar to the women's. This has a shampoo, a scalp serum, as well as the pomade, which can be used to help style the hair. Any of these products can be used by any gender. There's just sometimes where they have a gender specific product, and it's mainly just the scent changes. Next up, we're talking about the new Kerastase Premier range. Calcium in your shower water can build up over time, so this range helps to cleanse that off of your hair, revealing a more brighter, glossier finish. So if you're feeling like your hair is a bit dull and flat, you should give this range a go because this will help to really bring your hair back to life. In the Premier range, there's a shampoo, conditioner, mask, and also a hair serum, which helps to defrizz. Next up, we have the Resistance range from Kerastase. Now this range can be a little bit confusing because we've got 2, but I'm going to be talking about the Architect first. So the Bane Force Architect range is designed for severely damaged hair. So this will help to strengthen and rebuild the hair after a lot of chemical damage. It is lightweight, but very hydrating. Now, a lot of people ask what's the difference between Extensionist and the Resistance Architect. So the Extensionist range is reconstructing, but it also focuses on lengthening the hair, hence why it's called Extensionist. So this will also help with growth as well as repairing the hair from damage. The Resistance range is formulated with pro-keratin, taurine, and ceramides to help fortify and strengthen the hair. The Resistance Extensionist also has a thermique as well to help strengthen and protect the hair as you're blow drying. Next up, we have the Nutritive range from Kerastase. So in the Nutritive range, we have Bane Satin, which is for dry hair, and then we have Bane Satin Riche for very dry hair. You may have heard of the 8-hour night serum. This is my personal favorite product from Kerastase. It smells amazing. It works over 8 hours to strengthen, hydrate, and create shine. You apply it before you go to bed. It's sensational. So if you have curly, frizzy, wavy hair and you want it to look a little bit smoother, the Discipline range is for you. It helps to remove frizz. It is also sulfate free, which is great for any of the girlies that gets a keratin treatment done. So if you're looking to smooth the hair, I'd stick with the Discipline range. The Discipline range is designed to smooth the hair down, whereas if you want to bounce up your curls, you would move to the Curl Manifesto. The Curl Manifesto range helps to enhance and define your curls without weighing them down. It has a shampoo, a conditioner, a mask, and a thermique styling product as well. It is amazing. It also smells so good. It really makes the hair feel nice and silky, and even if you do use this range and you decide you want to straighten your hair, it will make the hair feel so silky after you've blow dried and straightened it. The thermique in that range really makes the hair glide. It is beautiful. Next up, we have the Kerastase Blonde Absolute range. I'd say that this range is sort of split in two because we have the ultraviolet side and then we have the Cica Extreme side. So the ultraviolet side with the shampoo and the mask is purple in color to reduce the appearance of brassiness and help brighten blonde hair. The Cica Extreme range can help to cleanse blonde hair whilst giving it a lot of hydration. My personal favorite conditioner from Kerastase is the Cica Extreme mask. It is formulated for blonde hair and it doesn't weigh it down nor make your hair look oily. So this product that I have here in my hands is the Cica Extreme oil. This is formulated for blonde hair. They also have the 2% hyaluronic acid serum, which helps boost hydration in the hair. Also in the blonde range, they have their own night serum. This night serum is ultra lightweight as well for blonde hair and works overnight the same that the original night serum does. And it has a bit of a different scent, but it's still just as amazing. Next up, we have the Chroma Absolute range. Now this range is for all hair types, but for colored hair in general. It's a bit of an all-rounder. It sort of does a little bit of everything. It repairs, it hydrates, it soothes the hair after a color service. It has the most incredible shine. The Chroma Absolute range has Centella Asiatica to help soothe and heal the hair. There's a very interesting product in this range, which is one of my personal favorites as well, Acid Gloss. You can pop this on in the shower in replacement as a conditioner, and this will work with the pH of your hair to bring it back down to a normal pH and create a very amazing gloss on the hair. So when you get out and you dry your hair will just be almost reflective. It's amazing. Next, we're talking about the Symbiose range. Now this range is designed for scalp health. So they have two different shampoos. There's a shampoo for dry hair with a flaky scalp, and then there's a shampoo for oily hair with a flaky scalp. This range is also great for sensitive scalps as it helps to soothe irritation. In this range, there is a serum and also an exfoliating treatment to help lift those dead skin cells off your scalp. Continuing on with scalp health, there is also the Specifique range in Kerastase. Now this range has Bain Divolent, which is your balancing shampoo. So if you have oily hair, that's a great shampoo to help balance. And then if your scalp is feeling a little bit irritated, Dermocalm is the one to go for because this will help to soothe any irritation on the scalp. They have a mask that doesn't weigh the hair down and it doesn't create any further irritation in the hair. It doesn't make the hair oily. It is a gel cream formula. It has ceramides in there to hydrate and strengthen the hair whilst providing a really lovely gloss. Our next range is Densifique. So the Densifique range is great for anyone who's sort of feeling like their hair feels flat, it's lifeless, it doesn't really have any volume. Densifique is designed to help fluff the hair and make the hair feel more dense. It does have a couple of ingredients in there that helps to stimulate the follicles to promote growth, but overall it is there to make the hair feel thicker. Next, we're going to be talking about Chronologist. Now this is youth revitalizing. This helps to fight against free radicals in the hair and helps to just give that more youthful, supple looking hair. Now this range is the most expensive range because it does a little bit of everything, so keep an eye out for that, but it is great. It has the most luxurious, most expensive smell. The last range that we have is the Elixir range. Now there is only one product in this range. It is the Elixir oil. This is a cult favorite. It is one of the best selling hair oils that we have on Adore Beauty. It is lightweight, it smooths, it shines, it hydrates, it does it all. It is amazing. I recommend this to a lot of people. You won't be disappointed if you get your hands on this one. Now, I hope this video has helped you today to try and figure out which product would be best for you. If you have any further questions, please let us know. We'll be sure to answer them for you. But I'm going to take all these products now home because I'm going to use them all. They are mine. See ya!
We love Kerastase, we talk about it all the time, but did you know that they actually have a massive range of serums and leave-in oils? Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Writer Roundup. I'm Jazz, our beauty editor, and let's get into it. First things first, let's start with our Kerastase icon. You may know her as Kerastase Elixir Ultime. This is a new bottle. This has just been re-released as a refillable oil. To quote me, on Beauty IQ, this is the little black dress of hair products. It smooths, it softens, it adds instant shine, it helps with manageability, it helps with the hair health. Hence, she is a little bit pricier, but you are getting like millions of products in one. That was an over-exaggeration. It's very well known for its beautiful, luxurious scent, which is thanks to a blend of really bougie luxe oils, including our favorite argan oil, as well as maize. We can either go into freshly washed, towel-dried hair, just a small little pump in your hands, rub it between your hands, and then press it through your ends. Or if you want to get that really sleek, shiny look, you can pop it over your dry hair, I really love using it when I'm doing a slick back bun, just to give you that really gorgeous shine from the root. Next up, Kerastase Premier Huile Gloss Intensive Shine Repairing Oil. That's a mouthful. What does it mean? Great question. This is your go-to for instant shine, instant softness with a healthy dose of repair. So if you have damaged hair or extra dry, you're swimming a lot, things like that, it's going to help really give you that instant nourishment, but then work over time to help repair that damage. The Premier range is one of Kerastase's more newer range that is essentially aimed at decalcifying your hair. When you do have a build-up in your hair, it can really make your hair quite dull and lacking shine. So this is where this bad boy comes in. So what's the difference between these two oils? Look, you're going to still get a lot of that shine and softness from both. The main difference is that this is more focused on your repair. Whereas this, you could just apply every day and it's more of that instant gratification of those results. Next up, we have a few heat protectants. Now these are an extension of existing Kerastase hair care ranges. First up, we have our nutritive, beautifying, detangling blow dry mist. I am gonna go on the record and say I'm a huge fan of this. This whole nutritive range is really fantastic for dry hair. As the name kind of suggests, it's really great for that detangling and really makes your hair incredibly soft, and it smells amazing. Super lightweight mist. We have Chroma Absolute, which is designed for your color-treated hair. Genesis Defense Thermique, which if you're familiar with the Genesis range, that's really great for thinning hair. And lastly, we also have Kerastase Chronologies, which is really great for dull hair. Now, before we get to the good stuff that you're all waiting patiently for, aka our serums, let's talk about Curl Manifesto. Daily moisturizing frizz reducing leave-in treatment, second day curl refreshing spray. Both of these products are going to help really add definition to those curls and also hydration. In terms of application, once you've washed your hair and it's towel dried, you're going to add in your leave-in treatment and then proceed with drying your hair as per usual. And then over the course of the next couple of days, just to refresh those curls and add that definition back in, is when you're going to go in with your mist. They also smell amazing. I mean, all Kerastase products smell amazing, but this smells really good. Okay, serums, yay! All of these scalp serums have been designed in a way, just like the rest of the broader Kerastase range, to really hone in on your hair goal. Most of these serums are applied in the same way to your damp hair. Just drop it straight in and use your hands to massage it in. Alternatively, if that's not your jam, you can squeeze it onto your hand, rub it together. And
It is me, Emma, your favorite hair.
Kerastase hair care is much loved all over the world, but its price point is right up there. Is it worth it? Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Now, a lot of you have asked for this video, so you ask, and if enough people ask, then I will make the video. This is a look at the brand Kerastase, a huge L'Oreal brand. It's massive all over the world, but the price points are also, in my opinion, quite massive too. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to take you shopping and we're going to have a look at the formulas of these products. I would just like to caveat this at the beginning of the video to say if you use Kerastase and you love it, spoiler alert, I don't think the price point is worth it for a lot of the products. If you use the products and you really enjoy them, then that's great. I'm not a chemist. I do work with some brands. When they're formulating new products, I'm not formulating them. They give them to me to try and they tell me what's in them and I use them and I research them and then I give them feedback. So, you know, I think all products are good and valid, and if you use something and you really love it, then that's a great thing. That is enough of an intro. Come on, let's go shopping for Kerastase.
So we're back in Boots, just like that, but not in our usual store. This is one of the new Beyond Beauty stores, I think it's called, by Boots. The store is absolutely gorgeous in Covent Garden. Kerastase, yes, let's get into it. I can already see something we need to talk about. The stand looks beautiful, I will say that. The products do look stunning. All the components, the packaging for the products is beautiful, but let's get into some things. So let's start off with the Elixir Ultime. Ultime? I'm probably going to murder this, pardon my French. So, first of all, big up to L'Oreal. This is refillable. I apologise for the reflection. There's nothing I can do about that. The lights in here are quite fierce, really lovely, but just seeing the serum bar, we might be looking at her in a second. Now, I have mentioned this on my stories on another platform a few times. I think that this is about £60 for 75 ml, and like I've just mentioned, it is refillable, which I think is good. But I'm going to be really honest and controversial here. The ingredients in this, the first ingredient is dimethicone. Okay, so if you've got dull hair, this is going to be great, or you want lots of manageability and slip and shine and reflection. But everything else in this really is just oils. You've got corn germ oil, you've got camellia oil, which is a very popular thing that's used in oils for the hair particularly, and for skin too. You've got more like extracts and natural oils. And you've got some fragrance, not massive amount of fragrance. I'm guessing that some of these ingredients up here will also have fragrance to them. I can't believe that it's about £60. I think it's about £58 and the refill's about 40. It's a really steep price point for something that you could find a dupe for, and maybe we'll do that here on my channel. But you know, if you like using this and you like the results, then that's
to do the dailies. More coffee.
She is one of the biggest indies in VTubing. A mind so creative, wanderlust so boundless, and with an energy that would probably solve the power crisis in the world right now, Fillion was a star not to be underestimated. And now, she's gone for about 4 months. People wonder what is going on. Casuals wonder if she decided to hang the hat. Her haters want her dead and retired, but her fans are in a concerning state. Well, concerning is not the right word, more like schizophrenic. Because before Fillion exited the world, Fillion left them a little something. Something that seems bigger than what any VTuber beforehand has done before. And figuring it out may tell us audiences what had truly happened to Fillion. This is the loss of Fillion is Lost. First, let's have a little recap on what Fillion was up to before she disappeared. Fillion is many things, but the first thing many people may think of when they see Fillion is the word fun, because that is what is at the center of her streams. The things that she does, the things that she says, all of it are for fun. Taking things as lightheartedly as possible, never steering to anything that's not fun, and really, in Twitch at least, Fillion is very traditional, in the sense where the things that she says and does are very reminiscent of old VTubing. Slapstick humor, physical comedy, intense swearing, and family friendliness, to a certain extent at least. She's the type of hyperactive, autistic, ADHD fun type of streamer that's the kind you need when you need a laugh or two. She ended 2024 with the VTuber Awards but could not carry it into 2025 as a Ukrainian production team responsible for the VTuber Awards stopped working with her due to her working with the Russian community. It's the whole thing with the Ukraine-Russia war thing. But in 2025, it wasn't quite an eventful year for her, but still, she did wonderfully. She participated in Nikke's 2.5-year anniversary concert. She finally freed herself from that whole copyright problem she had with the artist of her model, but Fillion was always the organizing event type. One would find it hard to believe that Fillion was going to not have a year or two without a big event. There was V Soccer, and she also participated in Nuro-sama's Hardcore Minecraft Marathon. But throughout all of this, you see, Fillion has been laying out some hints. And at the ending of her last stream, she had a little something for us.
Oh, frick. I'm out of time, guys. I'm glad we finished in 4 days, because it's not looking good. Yeah, okay. Guys, give me 1 sec. What's... Oh, frick. Oh. I didn't think it would be this soon. It's happening! It's time for me to go for a little while. Tim, I really gotta go. I didn't think you'd ever see me like this. You'll be able to see the world. My world.
Spooky, but let's rewind that a bit. Did you see that? If you've been watching YouTube videos for long enough, you'd recognize that that is a YouTube address. The way she ended her stream, the way she said she was running out of time and she wants to take you to her world, the crypticness of it scream heavy roleplay. She was setting up an ARG, alternate reality game, a type of internet puzzle where the creator leaves links and clues for the user to interact with and figure out a narrative. And in this case, Filian wants us to find her, and it seems like this YouTube address was the first clue. So, let's play along. By the way, shout out to the creators and contributors of the Filian ARG document. The people who participated and decided to play along with the little rascal are insane. Affectionate. My coverage of the IRG will just cover the major parts, so I cannot include every single thing in here, and nor can I contribute other than showcasing the work you snackers have gone through. Anyway, inputting the YouTube address takes us to this video. It has a nonsensical title and it also has a glitching and blank cryptiness similar to the ending of Filian's last stream. Looking over on the channel itself, it was created in December 5, 2025, 4 days before Filian's last stream. The profile picture is blank with the username time is up and @is it really over. The description is a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but snackers instead looked at the potential codes. And like all codes, they needed a decoder. Now fortunately, decoders are easy to come across in the internet these days, but finding the correct decoder is the hard and time-consuming part. But snackers were able to find the meaning by using the Caesar cipher, a secret cipher used by Julius Caesar to send secret messages to his allies back in history. How it works is that the letters are coded via shifts, where letters are replaced by another letter in a fixed number of positions. So for example, if it is in shift 3, that means that the letter that is written in the text has to be moved by 3 letters. So ABC becomes DEF, because we moved the letter by 3. This is the Caesar cipher. You learn something new every day. Nope, that Discord call came from me. I just wanted to see if you were still paying attention. So detectives put the description text, fed it into the Caesar cipher, decoded on shift 7, and it translates to "one day in another life. Maybe." Interesting. By the way, I'm not going to explain the particular decoding methods they used in every single Easter egg that Filian left going forward, or else this video will be longer than it needs to. In any case, 2 people have also found out that if you download this secret YouTube channel's profile picture and slightly brighten it, you get a picture of Filian's eye with a number sequence on it. Then, they also decoded the numbers and found that its meaning translates to "I thought I had more time." Fascinating finds, these 2, but it doesn't really tell us anything. Next would be to go through the live stream that this secret channel has. Now these live streams were mostly just blank, with random bouts of random special effects and music, so snackers had to pull in some audio work to figure it all out. This called for the attention of the best snackers audio people. So they ran the streams and effects through spectrograms, and they found some really interesting stuff. Interesting, but some of them doesn't really tell us anything. Random letters and numbers in the live streams were decoded yet again with just some cryptic words like Filian or Filian is lost. But one of the more notable sentiment that keeps repeating throughout all of the streams was the phrase "keep going" or "keep looking." It was like an encouragement from Filian, telling them that they are doing the right thing and that they have the right tools to figure this out. But the next live stream, the 4th one, which is now unlisted, had the next major hint. The 4th live stream apparently had static frames instead of just blackness, and running through the audio, people were able to decode a number from the stream, 62222. That sounds a lot like a date, so they tried to find out what happened in 62222. On Filian's channel, they found a short that contained a description to a Discord server, a glitched Discord server. Now, I tried to find this short, and I was being schizophrenic in the ARG document myself trying to find it, but I can't find it anymore. Either that short has been privated or enlisted, or I'm just stupid. But this screenshot provided in the document should tell you enough. Joining this Discord server leads you to nothing at first but 4 voice channels that were available at the time. They were all named and titled by 2 dots, but the last channel had 3 dots. This one allowed you to play with the soundboard, so Snackers brought it up to a spectrogram again, and what do you know? The spectrogram painted an IP address, a Minecraft IP address specifically. People went into this server. At first, one snacker found a graveyard with a sign saying, "You can get them back. Send the dead, ice is your friend." It's important to note that the server was on hardcore mode, meaning that if you die, you won't get to play in the server and no longer participate in the ARG. So this, I think, served as a second chance to the people that did die. The hint saying ice is your friend, as controversial as that phrase would suggest these days, seemed to hint at an Arctic biome in the game, which this person also found relatively quickly. There is a temple in this biome with signs that have even more codes. This gibberish code is actually the Minecraft enchanting table language. Translating these codes to English says the following: "If you want your fallen, a sacrifice must be made. Place the head of the dragon at the top. Don't misunderstand, there is more to be found." So of course, people put the ender head in there and it revived people. But then some days later, these snackers found another temple in the end world of the server. Hidden inside this temple was another sign containing another code. It was quickly decoded, of course, and it led them somewhere else again. Not inside Minecraft or even a YouTube channel or a Discord server, it was a full-blown website. So our heroes have a new place to visit. But some of them noticed that after the server reset, the description read, "If only you knew how much more is out there," implying that they did not wholly explore all the secrets Fillion laid in the Minecraft server. But the next major clue was in their fingertips, this Blackfile website, so that's the new direction. Going into the website itself gives you nothing but a command prompt asking for your input. Putting anything gives you nothing but access denied. Putting in help even funnily tells you that there's no help for you here. But our detectives were able to find the password after inspecting the website JavaScript. If you put in the _truth, it takes you to a Windows 95 desktop with 3 programs. Interesting. Going to docs, everything here gives you an error for a corrupted or unreadable file, but clicking on Convo gives us some tidbits about how nobody has found the secret password yet. Then a README file was discovered, meant to be an accident. It says this: "If I am lost, the backup coordinates can be found on Earth near the east meets west, an ancient sea bridge, an island between B and C, bodies both. I have a Yankee sixth sense about it. 2 ivory towns carried across into the mine. Just the whole numbers, 63 times, raise the parallel, just twice the log." Our detectives think this is pointing to an island that is either Little Diomede or St. Lawrence. They theorize that they basically wanted to find the parallel of that into the Minecraft server. But as for what this hint is, it has not been solved yet. But then in March, the Blackfile website was then updated and people tried to input the Konami code, which read this out. It's hard to say what this means, but then our heroes found a pyramid with an obsidian box. They decoded this too, using their super autism powers. Bro, I could never be smart enough to solve ARGs like this. Huge respects to these guys. But in it, they found text in 4 corners. Those words are, "Protect it, watch it, it's coming, remember." They theorized that the colors of the candle might indicate the order of the text, but there is no certainty at this point. They also tried to search up the Blackfile website on YouTube and stuff, and did find channels, but they seemed like they were channels that seemed to have no relation to Fillion. They also tried to see if there were any hints from Fillion's V-Soccer website, as there was reason to believe that she was sprinkling hints in all aspects of her social media. But as of the writing of this video, this is the extent that our heroes have discovered.
Crazy, right?
People are even memeing how difficult it is to actually solve.
So, I was made aware earlier today about some changes to Arknight's Enfield. The changes are going to supposedly affect the gacha. This could be, for the very first time, and admittedly Hypergriff with Arknight's Enfield has only existed for 1 single patch, but this could be a game changer for Enfield. Arknight's Enfield lead says good gacha systems don't impact the player's ability to enjoy the gameplay, and Enfield is trying to fix its confusing gacha. We're also
Build. Can build. What'd I get?
魂をデュエルに。はーい。
Sword. That's it. Not a lot. Finished on my dailies? Not yet. Okay, now I finished my dailies. Oh, where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did this come from? China. Anchorage! Sure, whatever. Character, yes, character. And then event. Kizu.
我はキズ。定めに導かれこの地にて運命の人を探しておる。つまりお前のことだ。涙を流して我に感謝し歓待するがよい。なぜ押し黙っている。いや、やっぱ。
There you go. I'm done. Good wife.
「ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。」人助け。そうすべきだと感じたからそうしたまでです。おかしいですか？ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。任務があります。酔い好きにできることはありますか？ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。 人助け。そうすべきだと感じたからそうしたまでです。おかしいですか？ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。人助け。そうすべきだと感じたからそうしたまでです。おかしいですか？ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。人助け。そうすべきだと感じたからそうしたまでです。おかしいですか？ボーナスを持ってきました。これで全部のはずです。